Okie dokie. Today we're going to talk about the myth and origins of the myth of Kintaro, the Golden Boy. Kintaro is a legendary figure whose tale is rooted in the folklore of Japan. He grew up in the wild and was raised by a mystical mountain witch, had incredible strength, and formed unbreakable bonds with nature and animals, and went on breathtaking adventures. And that's exactly what Kintaro's life was like. But where did this myth come from, and how has it evolved over the years? And that's what we're going to talk about. First, though, this video is brought to you by one of our listeners. I just want to say thank you, Prof. Harden. Thank you very much for your contribution. Honestly, words escape me. So this video is brought to you by one of our listeners, Prof. Harden. Raised deep within the untamed wilderness, Kintaro's beginnings are steeped in myth and wonder. His early life was far from ordinary. He grew up under the care of Yamauba, who was a mountain witch known throughout the land for her mystical powers and enigmatic presence. In the secluded world surrounded by the dense forest and its myriad creatures, Kintaro's extraordinary journey began. From an early age, Kintaro displayed a strength that was awe-inspiring, and even as a child, his might was more akin to that of a seasoned warrior than a young boy. This raw power did not go unnoticed by the creatures of the forest, who came to see Kintaro as not just another human, but as one of their own. He formed unique and profound bonds with the animals, fostering friendships that defied the natural order. These relationships allowed him to navigate the challenges of his wild home with a grace and ease that few could comprehend. The connection between Kintaro and the forest animals went beyond mere companionship. It was as if he spoke their language, understanding their needs and protecting them when danger loomed. In return, the animals aided Kintaro, offering guidance and even joining him in moments of play and exploration. Together, they formed a symbiotic community, a testament to the deep-seated harmony that can exist between man and nature. Yamauba, while a figure of mystery and power, provided Kintaro with more than just shelter. She imparted wisdom, teaching him the ways of the wilderness and the secrets of survival within its vast expanse. Under her tutelage, Kintaro learned to harness his incredible strength, to respect the balance of nature, and to understand the delicate interplay between all living things. These formative years were crucial in shaping the young boy's character and abilities. Kintaro's feats of strength began to garner attention as tales of his incredible deeds spread among the villagers, living on the periphery of the forest. They spoke in hushed tones of the golden boy who could wrestle bears and uproot mighty trees with his bare hands. Yet, despite his growing legend, Kintaro remained a humble guardian of the wild, a protector of both his animal friends and the unsuspecting humans who ventured into his domain. As Kintaro matured, the wilderness and its inhabitants became an integral part of his identity. His upbringing by Yamauba and the bond he shared with the forest creatures laid a solid foundation for the adventures and challenges that would later define his life. From these early days in the heart of the wilderness, Kintaro's remarkable journey set the stage for his eventual transition into a legendary hero, beloved and revered by all who came to know his story. One of the most famous tales recounts the time Kintaro wrestled a bear. Not just any bear, a massive, fearsome beast that terrorized the surrounding forests. With sheer determination and unmatched strength, Kintaro managed to overpower the bear, showcasing his physical prowess and his fearless spirit. This feat earned him the respect and admiration of the animals and creatures of the forest. Kintaro's bond with nature was unparalleled. He was often seen conversing with animals, understanding their needs, and living in harmony with the wilderness. His closest companions were a troop of wild animals, which included a monkey, a rabbit, and a deer. Together, they explored the vast forests, each adventure a new testament to Kintaro's extraordinary capabilities. One spring, a raging river threatened to overflow and flood a nearby village. The villagers were in a panic, trying desperately to build a dam to stem the flow. Kintaro, seeing their distress, rushed to their aid. Using his immense strength, he moved massive rocks and fallen trees, constructing a sturdy barrier that successfully diverted the water. The villagers were in awe, their gratitude profound. This act of heroism wasn't just about strength, it was about Kintaro's innate desire to help and protect those in need. In another tale, a great tree had fallen, blocking the main path that connected several villages. It was too large for the villagers to move, and their lives were severely disrupted. Without hesitation, Kintaro stepped in. He lifted the colossal tree with ease and cleared the path, once again proving his extraordinary might and solidifying his status as the protector of the people. Kintaro's extraordinary abilities caught the attention of Minamoto Yorimitsu, who was a renowned samurai of this time. Yorimitsu had heard tales of a boy with incredible strength living in harmony with the creatures of the mountain. Intrigued and recognizing the potential in such a unique individual, Yorimitsu sought out Kintaro. When they finally met, Yorimitsu was astounded by Kintaro's raw power and fierce loyalty. And seeing an opportunity to harness these qualities for the greater good, Yorimitsu decided to take Kintaro under his wing. This marked the beginning of Kintaro's transformation from a wild child of the mountains to a disciplined warrior. Under Yorimitsu's guidance, Kintaro underwent rigorous training. He learned the art of combat, strategy, and the principles of samurai honor. The transition was not easy. Kintaro faced numerous challenges as he adapted to the structured life of a samurai. However, his determination and strength saw him through. Yorimitsu wasn't just a mentor, he was also a father figure to Kintaro. He provided the young warrior with wisdom and direction, shaping him into a formidable fighter and a person of integrity and loyalty. Kintaro's bond with Yorimitsu grew stronger, rooted in mutual respect and trust. Eventually, Kintaro's transformation reached its pinnacle. He was no longer the untamed child of the wilderness. To signify this new chapter in his life, he took a new name, Sakata no Kintoki. This name would go down in history, cementing his legacy as a revered hero. As Sakata Kintoki, alongside Yorimitsu, faced numerous foes and fought for justice, his exploits becoming legendary, stories of his bravery and strength spreading far and wide. He had come a long way from the boy who wrestled bears and befriended animals to a symbol of heroism and dedication. So where did the myth of Kintaro come from? Well, it dates back to the Heian period. The period spanned from 794 to 1185 AD. Nestled deep within the realms of Japanese folklore, Kintaro's story revolves around a child endowed with extraordinary strength, and the remarkable tale was initially shared through oral traditions where it evolved over time, molding and adapting as it passed from one storyteller to another. So, his origins in these oral traditions were heavily influenced by even earlier local legends and the animistic beliefs that permeated ancient Japan. Animism, the belief that spirits inhabit all elements of nature, played a vital role in shaping Kintaro's character and the thematic essence of this myth. The ancient inhabitants of Japan saw a deep interconnection between humans and the natural world. This intertwining of humanity with nature comes alive in Kintaro's story, and it illustrates how he was not only an extraordinarily strong boy, but also lived in harmony with his environment, raised by a witch or a forest deity, depending on the version of the story. So the tale of Kintaro spread, and it morphed with each retelling, embracing new elements while retaining its core essence. This fluidity is a hallmark of oral tradition where stories grow and transform, picking up cultural nuances and reflecting the values of the times in which they are told. In Kintaro's case, his legend began to symbolize more than just physical strength. He came to represent bravery, loyalty, and a profound respect for nature. The myth also carries a moral undertone, which are common to folktales of that era. And it wasn't a story of a strong boy, it was a narrative designed to impart virtues and life lessons. Through Kintaro's adventures, listeners were taught the importance of courage, the value of loyalty to friends, and the importance of living in harmony with the environment. So the origins of the myth showcase a blend of ancient beliefs and evolving storytelling. They highlight the enduring human desire to narrate tales that inspire and teach, and through centuries of oral tradition, Kintaro's legend has remained a part of Japanese folklore, and it's a testament to the power of stories that connect people to their heritage and to the natural world around them. So the Heian period, which spanned from 794 to 1185, was a time of transformation in Japan. It was an era marked by the flourishing of arts and literature and culture, and during this period, the imperial court was at the height of its power, and the capital city, Heian, or Kyoto, became a vibrant center of Japanese civilization. So amid these cultural developments, folktales played a significant role in society. Stories like Kintaro were not tales of entertainment, they were tools for imparting moral lessons and cultural values to the people. Folktales during the Heian period often took historical reality and mixed them with mythological elements. The blending of real and fantastical created stories that were engaging and instructive, and still to this day, we do the same exact things. Stephen King's Dark Tower, the Dungeons and Dragons story, Warhammer, things like Star Wars, things like that. These tales resonate deeply and create a shared cultural heritage that gets passed down through generations. Kintaro might have been inspired from an actual historical figure or event, but it was the mythology that amplified his deeds that left a lasting impact, as it happens with all stories. Narratives provide a way for people to navigate their understanding of the world, and it reinforces societal norms and values in a manner that was accessible and memorable. The Heian period was a time when storytelling became a means to bridge the past, present, with reality and myth. Through these tales like Kintaro, the culture and values of Japan were preserved and propagated, and that leaves a legacy that continues to inspire. From the roots of oral traditions, the legend of Kintaro found a lasting place in literary history. Various works from different periods of Japanese history took it upon themselves to immortalize the tale, and one of the more significant literary forms where Kintaro's story appears is the No play, Kintaki, or Kintoki. No, which is a form of Japanese musical drama, helped shape the cultural memory of Japan. The play, Kintaki, brought the myth of Kintaro to life on stage, which captured audiences with its narrative and artistic performances. Another important source is the collection known as Odo Gizoshi. It was compiled during the Muromachi period, which dated 1336 to 1573 AD. Odo Gizoshi is a series of short stories that encompass various themes from folklore, legend, and history. The inclusion of Kintaro's tale in this collection helped preserve the legend, and it also disseminated it to a broader audience. The literary works were instrumental in helping to push the myth of Kintaro across generations. By capturing the essence of his adventures and his extraordinary strength, they ensured that Kintaro's story would not be lost. Texts like Kintoki and Odo Gizoshi served as vessels, transmitting the tale from the oral traditions of the Heian period into written forms that future generations could read, study, and enjoy. So Kintaro symbolizes more than just a powerful child in folklore. He embodies the very essence of strength, bravery, and a profound connection to the natural world. Throughout the legends, Kintaro is depicted in the company of animals, bears, monkeys, creatures like that, highlighting his unique bond with nature. And the companions are not just side characters, they represent the harmony and synergy between humans and the environment. And that's a central theme to Kintaro's narrative. The other thing is that the layers of culture of Kintaro's story reflect Japan's own historical and societal transformations. During ancient times, when animistic beliefs were prevalent, tales like that of Kintaro served as a means to communicate the interdependence between humans and nature. Animism, objects, places, and creatures all possess a distinct spiritual essence, shaped many aspects of early Japanese culture. Kintaro, with his almost superhuman relationship with the natural elements, personified these beliefs, and it still persists today, especially in anime and manga. Kintaro's legend did not remain static as Japan moved from its ancient animistic traditions to more organized and structured folklore practices. Kintaro's story also evolved, and the essence of his character, his strength and bravery remained consistent, but the narrative adapted to resonate with changing cultural values, as it always does. The inclusion of Kintaro in later literary works like No plays and NOH, in written collections is a testament to this evolution. The text preserved the tale, and it also helped to evolve the tale, ensuring that Kintaro's message remained relevant through different eras of Japanese history. The enduring popularity of Kintaro's myth speaks volumes about its cultural significance. It's a story that has transcended generations, and it bears witness to the ever-changing landscape of Japanese society. And from its roots in animistic folklore to its place in literary history, Kintaro stands as a symbol of the timeless values of strength, courage, and respect for nature. And this legendary figure reminds us of the beliefs and traditions that form the backbone of Japanese cultural heritage. All right, that's all I got for today. Thanks for listening. If you like it, hit that subscribe button for us. If you don't like it, that's okay too. Other than that, have a great day.